Hello guys, so let's learn how to create this handwriting animation. So once the program opens up, we're going to create a new project. So I'll click on new project and I'll call that handwriting and I'll just hit OK. So now that we have that handwriting, I'll just create a new scene and I'll call that 100. I like using numbers to create my scenes, just so I think that came from my storyboard background. So I'll hit the frame rate 12 and now I have a blank empty project and a blank empty scene. Now if I wanted, I would have created a nice, I'll go to scene settings and create a nice camera, right, so that we can actually set a custom camera for our phones. But I'll just leave this as MP4 so we can have large, nice space to create our text. To create our text, we need to create a column. So here I'll go to level, new, and I'll create a new raster level and hit OK. So now I have that new raster level, what I'll do is to select a raster brush. So over here, I'll go to the brushes, I'm on raster brush, and you can pick any brush you want, but I like using the 2B pencil. Your pencil might not be here. Just look for any pencil you like, and when you're happy with it, for example, maybe I like this one, I can right click and say pin to top. Now each time I open that, I'm going to find this brush here, and to use it, I'll go to this brush icon or press B and I can just start drawing like that. We can increase the size by going over here to size, and I'll set this to 2, and you can see we have this. I'll quickly undo that because I don't really like that pencil. I'll select the 2B pencil. In case you want to have an additional pencil, hit this plus icon here and you can select another pencil type. Let's say I select the B pencil. Now I have a 2B pencil, I have a B pencil, and I can double click and even name them. I'll call this 2B and I'll call this B. So basically we have a brush we can use to create our art. Now apparently that's quite large, so let's just drag this down like so. So yeah, 0.9 is a good value. So what I want to do now is to think about a nice text, and I'll just, to make this simple, I'll just use hi, and I like using a bubble style text. So basically I'll just write the word hi like that, and I'll make the edges real soft like that, like so. And for the eye, I'll do a nice little large eye with a smiley face and the letter I. So for the eye, let's just do this. And for fun, let's give the eye some hands. It's just putting its hands like that. And say he's going to be waving at us. So that's our first frame. So let's go to frame 2. We won't see anything. I'll drag this for 24 frames. And I'll just do this. So on the next frame, I'll click this icon here, and that's the onion skin. So all we need to do now is just try to draw this high like that again. So all we're left to do now is to trace this line. And by the time we have, like, say, just 7 frames, you'll see how this looks like. So I'll use the arrow key and go to the next frame. And what I'm literally doing is just tracing over the lines. So by tracing over these lines, drawing over these lines, making those slight variations and slight mistakes, you'll actually notice that the line is going to be wobbling. So let's do this and draw that face again. Now apparently there are easier ways to do this, but I want to give this a really hand-drawn look and feel. So he's going to be raising this hand. So this hand he's going to start raising this hand. So you see, I'm changing this hand position gradually, right? So you see here, it's like that. So let's go, we're on frame 3 now, and I'm just drawing this. I think I might zoom in just one level just to show you guys so we can clearly see what we're doing. So I'm just drawing the lips, filling the eyes, and just moving like that, drawing the body over again. And by the time I get to frame 7, I'm just going to, so now this hand has come here. Cool. So let's go to frame 4 and just draw over again. It's really fun. I'm just speeding up because I don't want to bore everyone. Like that. And you can actually send this to friends and family and everyone, and they'll really appreciate it. Like, oh, you sent me a hello. You can send it to that girl you have a crush on who you spend a long time haven't talked to. You can just send her a hi and tell her, oh, hey, look, I made this for you. They like something special, so she's going to be happy. So now this arm has reached here, right? So you can see the arm is, and I'm just scrubbing through so you can see what's happening right now, right? You can see how it's wobbling, and I'm just moving with the arrow keys. So let's go to frame 5 and add this. So this is a very good way to improve your drawing, right? You could just be sketching and just adding these details like that. It's really good, nice exercise to, you know. So I'll draw the eyes, the other eye, and I'm making the smile more prominent now, like that. Very straightforward, nothing too complex. And this arm has begun to pick up like that. So let's go to frame 6 actually. Like that. And I'll just do this. Alright, cool. So let's do the face. We're actually changing the face gradually, and that's the effect that it's called line boiling. So your line is going to look like it's in a pot of boiling hot water and it's just bubbling bloop 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 like that, you know. So let's do this. Now our hand is here. So now that our hand is here, it's going to start waving left and right. So left to right, like that, left to right, left to right. So on frame 7, and remember the onion skin allows us to see the previous drawing. So on frame 7, I'll quickly just trace out this animation like that. And you see, you don't need complex, you know, concepts and ideas. You can literally animate any shape or any object like that. I'll just draw the body like that. And I'm not worried about, you know, mistakes right now. So let's draw the eyes. Make this smile really prominent now. I'm so happy saying hi to friends. Saying hi to friends because the economy is really not friendly. So this arm has moved over here now. Let's move it to the left towards him, and on 8 we'll actually pull the arm back. So you see, I'm just starting with the arm right now. So if I do this, so you see what's going on. It's like he's waving at us. It's going forward and back like that. So we might do that 7, 8, 9, 10, forward, back, forward, back. Hope you get that. 7, it's on back, forward, and then we'll take the arm back again and put it back forward, like that. So let's go ahead and trace the rest. And each time we use our hand to trace this, it's actually going to do that. Let's just go ahead and do this. eyes, mouth, like that. So on 9, 8 back, 9. So we'll bring the arm back. So I'm bringing it back right now. Just to indicate a nice little wave. And you can walk from anywhere actually. So I'll just drag this. Boom, like that. Boom, boom. I think that should be a nice little song. So for the onion skin, any frame that is red means it's behind, and any frame that is in front is green. So if I take this back to 8 and hit this, you actually see, if I take it to like 9, you can't really see that because there's no feature frame. Now you can notice there's a green frame in between. So I'll just go back to 9 and trace out what's on 8. Like that. We're almost done. Hold on, almost done. Don't panic. Like that. So we're on 10 now. And I'll draw the arm forward again, like that. I like starting with the arm, but you can start from anywhere you want. That's no problem. So we're going down now. We're doing this just for a high, right? It's so cool. And I'll show you how you can add color to make it really interesting. And we'll add some nice little shadows and highlights just to make it look like something that was done on a piece of paper, but it's animated now. So once we're happy with the animation, we'll actually create the rest. 10, so 11. So on 10, the arm was in this direction. Here, I'll put the arm back like that. And I'll just start from here, anywhere, it's no problem. We can animate from anywhere. We could just draw our frames. And it's the same thing. If you have a piece of paper and you stack them together, you don't even need to use a software. You could just have all these pieces of paper, and then on each frame of paper, you just draw a different thing. And before you know it, you're actually animating. So I'll just do that. And this is a very simple exercise. Like everyone can just pick this up and do that. So let's go to 12. And the arm is here. I'll just set it back here on 12. And so we used 12 frames. So this is going to be 1 second of animation, which we'll export as a GIF. So it means it's just going to be looping and embedding those frames. Did I do the mouth on? Okay, yeah, we did the mouth. So you can see I'm just scrubbing through. You can see our line boiling and our character waving. That's so awesome. So let's finish the eyes. Finish the H shape. Like so. And there. So let's turn this off. Let's drag the timeline marker to 12 and let's hit the loop button. Hi. Boop, boop, boop. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye. So that's our animation. Now if we wanted to give it more frames, I'm going to set the drawings on 2s. So I'll drag the timeline marker to 24, select all this, and here I'm going to hit 2s. So it means our drawing is going to be holding for 1 frame, so that it's going to slow down a little bit. So that's 1 second of animation. In the next lesson, I'm going to show you how you can color this and have fun. But for now, let's do a little bit of housekeeping to ensure that we save our project. Here, I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go Save Scene As, and I'll call this 200 because we're done now. So that's our second iteration. So, and I'll double click on this. I'll call this our writing. And actually feel free to change this into anything you want. So now that we have that writing, in our next lesson, we're going to see how we can color this nice little handwriting and add a background to it.